Hey guys, welcome back to another GTA 5 video. Today we're going to be talking about the 10 best investments in GTA 5 that you can buy. I'm not talking about investments in the stock market in GTA 5. If you're clicking on that, I'm sorry, that's not what we're talking about. It just isn't. So if you're looking into getting into that, you can click off the video. Unless you want to see what this has in store for you and see if you need anything from this. But yeah, so we're just going to get this started off. So these are like basically the best items that you can buy that are sometimes they're expensive, sometimes they're not, but the best items that are worth your money. So now the first one is a very controversial, and I spoke very badly about it on my channel before. I've made multiple videos about why it's so bad, and this is the oppressor. So this really contradicts everything that I said, but it's not a it's not a bad vehicle, don't get me wrong. This vehicle is amazing. It's just I think the problem with me and the oppressor is that I have so much beef with it because it's just so annoying to get killed by it. But that's what makes it so good, is that it's easy to kill people with it. But if you're not even playing in grief with it, which I really hope you're not, it's just such a good grind vehicle. It's such a good vehicle to just go around and complete your missions, because honestly a lot of you are probably trying to make it to those those 10 million 20 million figures in GTA 5. So it's definitely good in that case. I don't like it for the griefing part, but it still definitely needs to be mentioned. And then the next thing that we have is an alternate for what you could have first if you don't want to get the oppressor. You can always get the Hydra. The Hydra is a jet. It costs about $5 million. Actually, it's either 3 or 5 mil. It's expensive, don't get me wrong, it is very expensive, but it's also very worth your money. I think it's either faster than the oppressor or it's the same speed as the oppressor. It's definitely one of the fastest vehicles in the game, don't get me wrong. It's definitely one of the fastest, the Hydra. It's got like cannons and stuff, and they're pretty hard to take out of the sky, and they're just a lot of fun nonetheless. They go really fast and they're so much fun to just drive around. So this is definitely worth it, but if you don't have the money and you don't know if you want to buy it or not, I wouldn't go ahead and buy it. I would save it for other things. I would invest it back into other things like getting guns and stuff or ammunition until you have enough money that you, if you bought it, you would still be comfortable with the amount of money that you have. So the next thing that kind of goes hand in hand with the oppressor is the Hangar. So this is the third item on the list. The Hangar is, as you know, is a place to store all of your helicopters, your airplanes, your jets. So obviously this is definitely needed, but also you can do missions with the Hangar if you didn't know. There's a few cargo missions that you can do with the Hangar, and they make you, I'm pretty sure they make you not insane money, but they make you a good amount of money. It's like not insane again, but it's still good to where like it would not be a dumb decision to get a Hangar, especially if you have something like a Hydra that you need to store, because you can't even get a Hydra without a Hangar. And laser's also another good jet, but the Hydra's a bit cheaper and it does just about the same things as the laser does, so I would suggest getting the Hydra. Alright, the next thing that we have is pretty obvious. It is the arcade. As you saw, I think you saw like a minute ago or so, I got a notification at the bottom left of my screen, and it said my safe for the arcade was like at almost $5,000, which isn't, again, not good, but I mean that's good money for ammunition. So it makes you money passively. So if you get it started up, it'll make you money passively. It's not much money. It's like $1,000. I think it's like $1,000 or $2,000. It's probably like $1,000 per GTA day, and you can take it out whenever you want to. I think it's actually like around 800. The more arcade games you buy, the more money you get. But that's not why it's so great. It's great because you get to do the heist missions with them. Obviously, you get to do all sorts of heist missions. The Diamond Casino heist. You get to do all these missions with it, and those are going to be your top earners. They're going to be your top earners over all your missions, over all your stuff. They're going to get you the most amount of money. So if you want to make the most amount of profit for buying an investment and you want to make it fast, like in the fastest time, I would suggest getting an arcade if you don't have one already. And if you have $1 million, I would go ahead and already get it. Even if you like aren't going to be comfortable with having like a few $1,000s, I would still get the arcade as soon as you can, just because you're going to make that money back fairly fast. I mean, it's not insanely fast money that you're going to get back, but you like once you do all the prep work and stuff, you're going to get all that money that you invested into the arcade. You're going to get that back very fast, along with the passive money that you get in the background. All right, the next thing that we will be talking about is a bicycle. Now you're probably listening to that like, yo, a bicycle? My man really said bicycle. So I actually mean a bicycle. I'm not talking about a motorcycle. I'm talking about an actual bike. And I've talked about them in the past. They're very underrated just because of how good you can maneuver with them. Like you can jump over cars, and not only that, but they're extremely fun. So there you can jump over, like I made a video where I was just messing with people while doing drive-bys on a bike, and like I got away from these two people chasing me, and they're chasing me down in the car. It's like you can just do so many like different things that like cars and oppressors and all these things can't do. Again, it's not going to be super fast, and you're gonna have to button mash if you're on console, but it's still very good despite how much it costs. It's like less than $1,000 if you want the cheapest version of the bike, which I wouldn't even suggest getting other type of bike. Just get the cheapest version unless you're really trying to deck it out. But yeah, a bicycle, very underrated, but also very good. Next we have is a motorcycle club, also known as an MC. I personally have an MC, but I have not yet got it set up. I don't know why I haven't got it set up yet. I probably should. But MCs are just overall, they're going to be great for you. Trust me. You're going to want an MC, so you can have multiple businesses running that passive income in the background. I'm not exactly sure if the MC makes you passive income, but there are some insane missions you can do with the MC, and you're gonna make the money back actually probably faster than the arcade for the amount of money you spent on the MC, just because I think MCs cost anywhere from $200,000 to $500,000, which is the cheapest like business type form of investment that you can buy in the game. So it's definitely worth your money. It definitely is. So if you like are like wanting to make money and you don't want to spend too much to like get those like good missions and not the like standard missions, I would suggest getting an MC, because you can do it with your friends as well, and they're fun missions. They're not like boring missions. They're actually fun missions, and you don't have to do too much prep work. Don't get me wrong, I know you have to do some, but it's not like an insane amount of prep work you have to do for those ones. Alright, the next one that we have is Maze Bank. I'm guessing that probably 75%, maybe even more, maybe like 90% of you watching have a Maze Bank. They like you have once you set it up, you're gonna make some pretty good money. Yes, you have to pay your employee that stands at like the front, but like you only pay him like a couple $100s, which you can make really easily. You can make that just going to the casino. You will have to pay them, yes, but you also make passive income, and you get your CEO missions, which are insane missions that will get you probably double, maybe even quadruple of what you're getting on regular missions. They're just insane. So I would suggest getting Maze Bank if you don't already have one and you're thinking about getting one. Although if you don't have the money, I wouldn't go ahead and get it. I would probably get more an MC than that. But if you want to go ahead and get those CEO missions, it's really a good investment. Alright, next thing that we have is a bunker. Now, the one thing that I see people doing the most when they purchase a bunker is that they purchase the bunker like really far away. Which, yes, you're gonna spending like maybe like 500 grand less if you want to get the one closest to you. Like there's one at the beach, but there's also one like way up. I bought the one that was way up because I thought that was gonna be a smart investment instead of having to spend that extra 500 grand. But if you don't have something like a Hydra and a Oppressor that's going to get you there soon, you'll be spending so much time just trying to get to the bunker that you're going to make that money back, that extra 500 grand back before you even get to your bunker. So get a bunker. They make a lot of passive income, like a lot. You're going to make the most passive income you've ever seen in GTA 5 if you get it all set up and stuff. and your supply runs are insane, the amount of money you get from those. So go ahead and set up a bunker. Good investment. Another thing is the terabyte. Terabytes are expensive, they are, but they're just fun to use. They really are just fun to use. Again, if you do have an oppressor, it's a smart decision to get a terabyte, because you will be able to get those missiles on your oppressor. And also you get to have like little drones that go around shocking people. You get all these sorts of props. So you go get a terabyte, a lot of fun. I would suggest get one if you have the money. Again, if you don't have the money for this investment, I wouldn't go ahead and get it, just because it's not one of those things that are really, really needed. I would get something like a bunker or a maze bank before I would get a terabyte. 100% I would. The last thing that we have on the list is a gun, and this gun I would probably say probably 99% of you have this gun, just because it's a lot of fun to use. It is the up and atomizer. Up and atomizer, I think almost everyone has the up and atomizer. It's insane how many people have the up and atomizer, but it's a really good gun, and it's a lot of fun to use, and it'll get you the advantage over like all your opponents. So I would go ahead and grab the up and atomizer if you don't have it already. But yeah, that's gonna wrap it up for today's video. I think this was a bit of a longer video, I'm not exactly sure. But if you did enjoy today's video, consider subscribing. Also consider checking out my second channel, only funny moments on that channel. So if you guys are into that type of stuff, then go ahead and check out second channel. Also check out the Twitch channel. We're 6 followers away from now. We're literally 6 followers away from getting Twitch affiliate. So I would love your help if we can get to that. But yeah, that's about it. Check out the other links in my description. And until next time, bye.